Oh boy. What's going on, everybody? Hang on, I gotta fix my microphone here. Sorry I'm a little late. Wanted to go live about like 1:30ish, but for the first time since I got my computer fixed, my camera is like, you're done. You've done enough streaming. You're done. It ran off on me again, so I had to go get it. I was about ready to break out the backup camera. But anyways, we here with another article review live stream. I know exactly what y'all are thinking. Crazy Dog, why do you keep doing these things? This is like 4 straight days now. Well, you know what would stop me from doing these? Rumors. Something to talk about. I'm literally looking at my Twitter right now. There isn't a damn thing to talk about. Nothing. Nada. I just saw Jeff Passan tweet an hour ago talking about the Mets acquiring Jesse Winker. Earlier today, Jazz Chisholm to the Yankees. Right? It seems like the teams on the East Coast are out here working overtime trying to make their teams better. The AL East is a damn freaking. It's a war zone right now. Every team in that division's making a move of some sort, whether it's buying or selling. Like, damn, Chris Antoinetti, you gotta be the quietest freaking, like, division leader in the league. I mean, the Braves, they're injured to hell and back. They haven't surprisingly done anything yet. I mean, they've done stuff, but it's not like now. They haven't made any trades recently. They've been mainly working the margins, signing guys off the street or making small little trades, tiny little ones, like cash, right? I keep telling myself the Guardians are going to do something. They have to, because they know, or at least I think they know, that if they don't make a move and capitalize on this team's success this year and get us fired up for a potential playoff run, I can't put my faith in this front office to do anything. Because they can't go out and use their prospect pool to get us at least one solid player. I mean, damn. Like, what the heck are we doing? Right? What on earth are we doing right now? I mean, obviously, right now, Chris Antoinetti's sleeping. He's getting his good night's sleep. He's getting his recommended 8 hours of sleep. I'm not gonna be able to trust this front office ever again. Like, I could understand last year, right? We were mid. We weren't that good. They weren't going to use precious resources for a mid team. This team's 20 games over. Like, come on. Not asking for the earth and I'm not asking for the freaking sun and the moon. I'm just asking for something to make this team better. God, man. I'm not out here demanding Luis Robert and Garrett Crochet, because obviously that's not going to happen. Just get me someone who can make this team better. I'm not trying to go into the freaking playoffs praying on my hands and knees that somehow Cookie Carrasco can get through 5 innings. Right? We're having to rely on a freshly, you know, like returned Matthew Boyd. I mean, Matthew Boyd's all right, but no. Like, as it stands right now, we go into the ALDS. We got Tanner Bybee, Gavin Williams, ugh, and Lively. Oh my God. And you know what that means? A game 4 in the ALDS, because it's best of 5 right now, according to Fangraphs, would be Carlos Carrasco. Oh, what about Logan Allen and Tristan? The way it's looking, Tristan ain't coming back for a while. He is still walking a ton of people. His control is, it's in the dumps. If he can't get it right, he might just have to do something about like that control. Because he's throwing like 90s. He's looking good speed wise, but he doesn't know where it's going. Like, my God, brother. And Logan, I don't know when he might be back soon. I don't know. But, like, I just don't understand what is going on in Chris Antoinetti's head. So, anyways, me being the article hunter that I am, I was looking through, you know, stuff like Google, and I found an article. So, with that, I am going to minimize myself and once again put myself in the corner where I rightfully belong, and I will think about what I've done. So, anyways, the article that I'll be looking at today is from MLB.com, so not a Bleacher article. It's these trades most likely, or these are the most likely trade candidates before the deadline. Okay, let me actually mute that. Love that show, by the way. Yeah, Intentional Talk, goated show. Love it. But this is from Mark Feinstein. Posted about an hour ago. So, as you see, we got Isaac Paredes, right? Guardians are not going after him. Don't even start. We got Isaac Paredes. Actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to move this over. Give me a little more space. There we go. There we are. All right. We got Isaac Paredes, Astros, Mariners, Yankees. Yeah, we're not going after him. If I had to guess which team will probably end up with him, it'll most likely end up being probably the Astros. Oh, Astros at first base? Yes. Mariners, first base? Yes. Yankees, first or third? Yes. All three work. But I think the Astros are probably going to end up with him. Next, we got Eric Fetty, Astros, Brewers, Cardinals. Again, all three would work wonders with him. Dak Flaherty, Dodgers, Guardians. I beg of you, God, baseball gods, if you're listening to me, please make him a Guardian. Mainly because we face him on Monday. And that'd be freaking hilarious if an hour before I go live for the game, tomorrow, technically, he's getting traded to the Guardians. Right? Just have him hop on the plane with us. You know? And then, yeah, Dodgers. I could see the Dodgers swiping him away from us. Because that's what they would do. They would swipe him away from us. Piss me off. Next, we got Yusei Kikuchi. Another guy I would love to have. Astros and Cardinals in on him. I would love to do it. I would love Kikuchi or Flaherty. Next, Jameson Taillon. Astros again. Red Sox and Yankees. If I had to guess, Red Sox would love to just troll the Yankees and get Jameson Taillon. I believe he used to be a Yankee, so I think that would be a good, interesting reunion there. They could use some pitching, but I think the Astros are going to get somebody, and I think they're going to get Taillon here. Next we have Luis Rengifo, Pirates, Red Sox, Yankees. Yankees are probably going to end up with him, depending on what happens with Paredes. Pirates would be fun though. Not gonna lie, that'd be fun. Next, we have Mike Yastrzemski and Michael Conforto. Mets, Royals, Pirates. I think Conforto is a Met, and Yaz would. I think Yaz will be a Pirate. Yeah, I think they get him, and that's how I think it'll go. That's me though. What do I know? Nothing. Next, we got Dylan Floro, a reliever. Cardinals, D-backs, Mets. Mets or D-backs, in my opinion. I think it'll be the D-backs. Because they got AJ What the Puck. So I think they go Dylan Floro. That's what I'm going to call him, too. AJ What the Puck. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. And now entering the game for the Arizona Diamondbacks. AJ What the Puck. AJ Puck. Yeah. Pucky Puck. That's enough. All right. Okay, but yeah, I think Dylan Floro ends up as a D-back. Elias Diaz, and what do you know? Guardians aren't mentioned. Took them how many articles to finally get us out of the Elias Diaz thing? I think Pirates would work. Yankees, they need him. They have Austin Wells and Trevino, but Trevino's a bum, so I think they could go with Elias Diaz. And Rangers, that would be interesting. I'll say Pirates or Yankees. Yep, Pirates or Yankees. Cal Quantrill, Guardians fans really want him back. Not sure if it'll happen. Astros, Brewers, and God forbid the damn Twins. I'll say Astros. Yeah, Astros, if he gets traded. Because we all know how stingy the Rockies are. Next, Yandy Diaz. Astros, Mariners, Pirates. I'll say Mariners to reunite with Randy. Astros would be interesting. Pirates, again, very interesting there too. I'll say Mariners to reunite with Randy. Yeah, they double down there and go with another array. Tanner Scott, Mets, Royals, Yankees. I'll say Yankees. They need a reliever. Yeah. The Stankies. Paul DeYoung, Dodgers, Guardians, and Mariners. And I know what you guys are going to think. Crazy Dog. His glove is as bad as Rocchio and Arias. But you know what? He has a bat. Look at what he's been doing at the plate this year. Look read what it says. Let's read it together. DeYoung, who turns 31 on August 2nd, has been productive this season for the White Sox, hitting 17 home runs in 99 games. 17 home runs. You bring him into Cleveland, he automatically becomes the third highest home run hitter on the team. Overall. Like when we played the White Sox earlier this year, I think just recently, they were talking about how he essentially went more hit for power. Yeah, he strikes out more, but he hits for power. He completely changed his approach. And he doesn't cost much. So anyone saying, oh, the Dolans are cheap? He only costs $600K. Less than that. That's chump change. But then again, you know, Dolans, they don't like to spend anything, but $600K? Come on. Freaking arbitration numbers. For a decent veteran who can actually hit the ball. But yeah, his glove is a little sus. But yeah, whatever. Could always make a defensive sub or something if you really are concerned with it late game. But yeah, I would love him on the team. He's better than what we already have. But he probably won't be here. He'll probably go to the Dodgers. Of course. Next, we have Lane Thomas. Braves, Dodgers, Guardians. Yes, please. I need that. Braves will probably get him, though. Yeah. Miguel Andujar. This is a new name. Guardians, Red Sox, Twins. Brent Rooker away. 3 more years of control. The slugger seems more likely to remain with the A's. And Duhar's been productive in 51 games, hitting 4 homers with 26 RBIs, 735 OPS. Very cost efficient. He's a guard. He has guardian numbers. Barely hit any home runs. He doesn't do much. So he's a guardian. He'll be who we get. Watch. And then you got Blake Snell. Yeah, by the way, for Andujar, it says Guardians, Red Sox, and Twins. Watch the Guardians end up with him. That's going to be our bet. Miguel Andujar. Yay. Blake Snell. Now, this one would be intriguing, except for the fact that option. $30 million player option for next year. Now, if we could literally get confirmation from him that he's going to opt out, that we do not have to worry about that option, I'd be down for it. I'd be down all the way. But that option, $30 million, we don't do that. Even I know we don't do $30 million. Come on, could you imagine the Dolans paying $30 million for a player for 1 year? Ha 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 ha! They'd break out in hives. Like literally, their skin would start bubbling. They'd have like a high fever and they'd start sweating like crazy. Like Aroldis Chapman. That would never happen with the Dolans. Maybe Blitzer, but not Dolan. Hell no. Then you got Luis Garcia, D-backs, Padres, Twins. By the way, they mentioned Astros, Cards, and Dodgers. He'll be a Dodger. A Dodger or an Astro. Yep. Because they don't care about that option. It's whatever for them. Luis Garcia, D-backs, Padres, Twins. I think he'll be a Padre. In my opinion. I think he'll be a Padre. Yep. And then Kyle Finnegan, Padres again, Phillies, Yankees. Phillies might be out on him because they just got Estevez. I'll say Yankees get Finnegan. And then Tommy Pham, Braves, Pirates, Royals. He screams Pirate. He screams the Pirate. So that is the article that I saw today. Put myself back in the center of attention. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, that was interesting little article piece. Yeah. Let's read the chat, shall we? All right. Go. I don't expect him to do anything. It froze. Yeah, it freezes every once in a while. It is what it is. Yeah, while we sit on our hands and everyone gets better. That's the Guardian way. That is the Guardian way. We know that by now. They've been doing that for years. At this point, if they do something, fine, awesome, cool. But if not, I'm gonna be pissed. So now it's time for my special little addition to this stream. I'm going to do a tier maker. Did one before. It was kind of messy. So I'm doing another one. Another one. Ready? Booyah! Yeah. Alright, so as you can see, if you can't read, I have players I want and players that we'll trade for. And at the very bottom, you see 4 players already filled in. Those are players that I think could be traded. And I have Scott Barlow, Nick Sandlin, Eli Morgan, and Gabriel Arias. Now, why do I have 3 relievers? Because looking at what relievers are getting these days in this market, I could see us trading one. We're not trading all 4 of these guys. No. But we're deep enough in the farm where we could trade Scott Barblow and call up someone from the minors to fill in his spot. Right? Look at what we have in the minors. We have some guys that are absolutely cooking down there. They're just itching to get a chance. Right? And heck, if we even want to, we could always trade for a reliever. I doubt we will. Actually, let me do this. Make it bigger. Make it bigger. Actually, I don't need to. Yeah. Let me see what this would look like. Well, that's even better. There we go. That's perfect. Perfect. Yeah. All right. So, first off, I got 15 players that are hidden, and I'm gonna go through them one by one. Okay. I'm just gonna pick a random one. I'm gonna start off with players that I want. Right now, these guys you guys should already pretty much know. The first one, and it's gonna go from left to right, that I think that I want the most. Okay. So number one, obviously, Jack Flaherty. Talked about him before. No, I do not need to say anything else. Number two, Taylor Ward. I mean, I guess number three at this point would be Yusei Kikuchi. And it's not just because I can go, Yusei Kikuchi, Coochie Goo. Yeah. Now, number four, I'll say Cedric Mullins. Yeah, Cedric Mullins. All right. Now, who's another one? You know what? How about Paul DeYoung? I'll put him ahead of Cedric. Yeah, there you go. Then you got I'll say no, I'm not gonna put him yet. I think that's all. Yeah. Yep. These are all the players that I want. Yep. Not too many. Not really crazy. Actually, I'll do Fetty. Yeah, I'll put Fetty right there. Fetty, wow. Yeah. Ha ha ha. Now, players that I think we can trade for. There's a lot of them on here. All right. We're going to start off with the guys that I think we have them that are really realistic. Right. So starting off, I'll say I got like what 3, 6, 9 players. Who do I start off with? Okay, this is an interesting list. I'm not actually. There's really no relevance to where I put them in this one. First name, I'll go Miguel Andujar. Now, for some reason, they have him in a Pirates hat and stuff. They clearly didn't update it, which is weird because I got that from ESPN. But yeah, and Duhart would be the ultimate Dolan signing because again, he's cheap and he's look at his stats. Next, Chris Bassett. Yeah, Chris Bassett. I think we could trade for him. He'd be seemingly attainable. Next, Mike Yastrzemski. Names recently come up. I think we could get him for a reasonable cost. Next, you got Isaiah Kiner Falefa. Now, would we actually go after him? Would I want him? Not really. He's meh, right? And it'd be another guy I can literally put ass in his name. Kiner Falefa ass. So he fits right there. When he stinks, he's got a very mid bat, seemingly. And also, people call him I can't freaking field either. He's almost like Paul DeYoung, except DeYoung actually has a bat. Next, you have Austin Gomber. I mean, you know, there's a term called getting gombered, I guess, people have been using when he just goes out there and shoves against you because he's been kind of stinky in Colorado. Get him the heck out of there, and I think he could flourish. Speaking of that, how about his teammate? How about Ryan Feltner? And he's actually been playing really well. Again, get him out of Colorado and watch him flourish. Now comes the three players that I think, honestly, would make the most sense in terms of guys that we're probably going to trade for just because of how they are. First one, Brandon Lau. Given it how the prices and everything, his bat is all right. Fielding is kind of he'd be a definite Guardians trade. Now, the most Tito era-esque trade would be Kevin Kiermaier. He's retiring after the season, and we all know if Tito was still our manager, he'd be pounding the table every day for a guy like him. The old vet that's been there before, that's done it, and that could help this team in the postseason. And then we have the guy that if we traded for, I'm not going to destroy the setup like some of these streamers would, but if we traded for this next guy, I don't care if I'm doing the Guardians game or my stream with JB Taylor, regardless of when this would happen. If I'm streaming, I'm ending the stream right there. And some Guardians fans have actually brought up his name. I'm talking about none other than the bald man himself, Ahmed Rosario. You know my feelings towards him. We want improvement at the shortstop position. And I know the Guardians would 100% do that. They would 1,000%, 1,000,000% trade for Ahmed. They definitely would. And it would piss me the hell off. I would literally, the moment I see that trade pop up on my phone or on my computer, whatever, the moment I see that trade pop up, Guardians are acquiring Ahmed Rosario. I see those words on my screen. You will know too. You'll just see my soul leave my body. Eyes would turn, I'd start seeing red. I would literally end my stream, stare at my TV, and wonder, what did I do to deserve this front office? We want improvement at shortstop. So what would they do? Trade for Ahmed. Oh God, that would send me into a space that I do not want to be in as a sports fan. Would you still be a fan? Of course, I would still be a fan. I would just want Antonetti and Chernoff fired on the spot. I would want them fired the moment that trade goes through. Because it's clear at that point they don't take this seriously. Thinking Ahmed would be a better improvement than even a guy like Paul DeJong. Now again, DeJong's glove is kind of sus, but his bat has been fantastic. Right? Like honestly, I would rather do nothing than trade for Ahmed. That's where I am. It's the way it is. So, keep this nice and short and sweet for you guys. Right? It's 2 a.m. and it's officially Sunday. So, you know what that means? Chris Antonetti, Mike Chernoff, you have approaching 2 days. 2 days. The moment that clock hits 6 p.m. today, you're officially less than 2 days away. Well, actually, you're at 3 days, technically. Yeah, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Until that clock hits 6 p.m. Then it's 2 days. Monday, Tuesday. 2 full days. Then, tomorrow, Monday, 6 p.m., 1 day. And yes, I'll be live tonight. Sunday, well, Sunday afternoon. I'll be live Sunday afternoon in about 11 hours for Joey Cantillo's debut. I always try to make it a thing to go live for a pitcher's starting or his debut, just as, see how he does. And then we'll go on from there. This might be his only start of the year. If we trade for a pitcher, you assume that, maybe Joey will be sent back down. If we don't trade for a pitcher, we might be seeing Joey more. We'll see. Just be prepared, Guardians fans. We're either going to be pretty pleased with what we've done, or we're going to be wanting to march to Progressive Field into the offices, the inner sanctum of the front office. March over to Chris Antonetti's door, break it down, drag him out by his feet, tie him to a pole, and throw pies at his face. Because that's what he's done to us. He's pied us in the face. Really, obviously. If people think I'm actually going to walk over to freaking Progressive Field and do that, no. Stupid. Metaphorically, of course. And I just don't want him to do one of those here, damn trades, right? Some small, little, tiny little trade just to get us to shut up. Like, if you don't take it seriously, like, that's on you. You're a freaking general manager of a team that's 20 games over 500. There are notable holes on this team. If you go into the second part of the post-deadline season, August 1st, you go into August with the roster the same as it is. Of course, you're going to add Matthew Boyd. Ooh, Matthew Boyd. Whoop-de-doo, throw the parade now. I better reserve my spot at the parade. Ooh, yeah, Matthew Boyd. Oh, yeah. Man, I will never trust this fan base again. They already piss me off when it comes to free agency, because they don't do anything there. I can understand not spending money on free agents. Free agents draw a hard bargain sometimes. The fact that you have a stocked farm system and some of the positions on this team are backloaded, logjam. Infield, logjam. Outfield, a little bit of a logjam, especially after you just drafted Travis Bazzana, who's probably going to be starting by the end of the year. He's going to be up most likely by the end of the year, if I had to guess. Maybe by the time rosters expand. We'll see where he ends up by middle August. If he is in AA Akron by, I'll say, middle August, or even middle August, I'll say. Even like mid to late August, I'll say. He could be up by September. We'll see. But even then, even if he's not up until next year, right? You have a logjam. There are guys on this team that you could trade away. Look at the 4 names on the chart above my head. You could trade those 4 guys for pieces, right? You just had one of the best drafts they've ever had. They completely restocked the pitching in the farm with this draft. They got some of the best, young pitchers available in the draft. Legit. This is not a time to be out here hoarding prospects. Or, being like tree huggers, except with prospects. Don't be treating these things like, because obviously they're not all going to be able to play. You either trade them now, you trade them for a big piece that could help us now, or you most likely risk losing them in the Rule 5 draft, and you get nothing for them. Right? I can already tell you guys, right now, if we do not make a trade, if we do not make a trade by 6 p.m., again, I will have no faith in this front office ever again. And like I said earlier, the reason why I've done so many of these article review streams, it's because there's nothing else to talk about. I love doing these article reviews. They're fun, right? It's always fun to see what, these writers think could happen. Now, I've looked at these rumor articles, and of course, we haven't been featured in any of those yet. Not surprising, though. We're never featured in those. Right? So, just real quick, checking Twitter. I don't see anything impressive, so I think I'm gonna head out, guys. And, yeah. Have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you may be living. And, I'll be live in about 11 hours. Something I gotta love that, right? I always love when I get something in my eye. Oh well. But I'll be live in like 11-ish hours for Joey Cantillo's Major League debut. Should be fun. Should be fun. And if anything happens trade wise, I'll be right here. But there hasn't been anything to talk about, so getting closer. And the closer we get, the less I am feeling certain that we're going to make a move. Because, like I've already said, our front office has to be the quietest when it comes to division leaders. So that's going to wrap it up for this one, ladies and gents. As your guys head out, have a good rest of your night, and be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that bell. Yeah, Param Jack got work in the morning. Nice. Yeah, good thing you didn't stream the game today. I was not streaming today anyway. I'm not gonna put myself through a Cookie start. I'm done with Cookie, to be honest. I'm done with him, I think. I hope today was honestly the last time we see him as a starter. Put him in the bullpen if you have to. I don't know. We'll see if anything happens tomorrow. But yeah, with that being said, I'm Crazy Dog, and have a good rest of your day or night, and I will see you at 1:30 for Joey Cantillo's debut. And we'll see what happens after that. So with that being said, go Guardians. I'm Crazy Dog, and I'm out. Have a good rest of your day or night. Bye-bye. Yeah. No. Oh yeah, we busy doing nothing. That's the Guardian motto. Busy doing nothing.